Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope everyone had a great trading day today. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So, we had some selling yesterday, right? So, we had selling in the markets yesterday, and that continued again today, all right? So, we had additional selling in the market today. So, it looks like we will not have that Christmas rally after all, guys. We really needed to have buyers come in this week to get that Christmas rally. So we doesn't look like that will happen. We are still sitting near the all-time highs, but not breaking above resistance. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, so on the 240, guys, on the 240-minute time frame on the S&P, we are holding right at that resistance level. Okay, on the S&P on the 240. On the NASDAQ, we are trading below resistance. All right, so we are not breaking out. Here's your resistance line here, trading below that. All right, we do have a buy signal on the S&P on the 240. No buy signal on the NASDAQ on the 240. On the Dow, again, we are trading below resistance. We do have a buy signal on the Dow, but we are not breaking that resistance level. On the IWM, the Russell, we do not have a buy signal. We are not breaking resistance. But guess what? We have red candles coming in. So sellers are coming in on the IWM, on the Russell. The Dow was down 94 points. So Dow was down 94 points today. All right, NASDAQ was down 55 points. S&P was down 9 points. IWM was down almost 2 points there. Okay. On the daily time frame, all right, daily time frame, S&P is still holding its buy signal. Again, we are holding at that resistance level. We are not breaking out on the S&P. Dow is holding its buy signal. Again, we are right at that resistance level. And just remember that the institutions, hedge funds, market makers, money managers, they're not trading, guys. All right, so they're on holiday, right? They're away for the holidays. Retail traders, only the retail traders that are trading now. So we are not getting that push higher right now. Okay, we could see selling coming in January. We'll see what happens next week, but that's not good for the market. Okay, we're not breaking up to the upside. The Nasdaq on the daily time frame, all right, we're trading below resistance, no buy signal. On the Russell, we do have a buy signal on the daily, but we're trading below resistance with a white candle. So the good news, we do have good news. All right, good news, we do have a buy signal on the daily on the S&P. Buy signal on the Dow, on the S&P, buy signal on the Russell, IWM, on the daily time frame, and the VIX is at 1433. So we do have low volatility. We are just not breaking out. Now, if we finally break out, whether it's the end of the week, I think we are open, markets open tomorrow and on Friday, right? If we get buyers to come in strongly, we might change our tune on the buy signal. Otherwise, we're just holding with this market. Okay, so be careful trading. In the futures market, the Dow E-mini slightly up, 10 points. NASDAQ is down, Russell is down, S&P is down. Dollar, no, same thing going on with the dollar here. No changes, right? In the dollar, still trading in a tight range between support and resistance here. You guys can see that on the dollar index. Far as the sectors, the XLK, which is technology, trading between support and resistance here. So it's not breaking higher. Healthcare, all right, holding near its high right here. Biotech, our biggest mover, holding, finding some resistance here. All right, so struggling to move higher, guys. Financials made a move higher, holding for now. So the story with this market, all right, with equities is that they're just holding for now. All right, they're not really selling. All right, so they're not really selling off, not bullish, just holding right now. All right. In the forex market, right, the yen pairs were moving higher. They've come back a bit. All right, they did move up a bit today. All right, so keep keep a watch on that. Pound yen is still holding here. Dollar pairs, be careful of shorting the dollar pairs, guys. All right, it is within a range, so these dollar pairs, be careful. Pound pairs, euro pairs, be careful with those. You can still find some opportunities there. Aussie pairs are looking good along with the yen pairs. Okay. All right. All right. So we're getting volatility. I'm sorry. We're getting consolidation in the forex market. So with Monster Forex Tracker, guys, if you look here, we've got about 55% consolidation. So 50 to 55% consolidation on the daily time frame. So things are slowing down a bit. On the 240, we're definitely slowing. We've got about 55% consolidation on the 240. And about 35% on the 60 minutes. So 60 minutes moving a bit, but that's a concern on the daily and the 240. Those are larger time frames, and we're seeing consolidating, pairs consolidating on those time frames. Okay, we're getting some mix buying and selling here in the yen pair. So we got buying on the 60, selling on the 240. That's mixed. Daily time frame still holding. All right, Kiwi pairs, sellers are coming in on the Kiwi. Bottom line, guys, things are mixed. All right, so we've got mixed buying and selling in the forex market. This is why we're seeing this consolidation here, right, in these pairs, especially on the daily and on the 240, so be careful. All right, let's see, CAD yen. I want to take a look at the yen pairs, see how they're holding up. 2, 4, 6, 8. Pound yen is about right at number 9. All right, so it's the 9th most trending pair. Pound yen on the daily time frame, that's good. Want to keep these yen pairs moving higher. Euro yen, guys, buy signal here. Look at the trade in euro yen, just amazing trade on the daily time frame. All right, forex dominator. All right, so euro yen, buy signal here, good price action there. New Zealand yen, buy signal here, that's holding. Swiss yen, like good trading here, guys, with Swiss. Look at this, amazing trading, hugging that trend line. All right, hugging that moving average. All right, bought here, sold here, bought here, holding firm. Swiss yen. All right, CAD yen, good trade going here. So these yen pairs, guys, we call New Zealand yen. ZAR yen, look at ZAR yen, guys, big trades. All right, so yen pair still holding, still moving higher. Aussie yen right here. So yen pairs still remain your best trade. Quick look at the alerts. All right, so New Zealand looks good, guys. All right, Aussie dollar, you might find an opportunity there. Aussie dollar pull back but holding. It's got some white candles there. All right, so keep an eye on these Aussie pairs, and then the yen pairs. Again, yen pairs are pulling back a bit, but big picture they're holding firm. All right, but Aussie pairs are moving higher. Dollar pairs or sellers are coming into the dollar pairs here. All right, be careful shorting. These are trying to move higher. We haven't called any trades in the dollar pairs. We've only called the yen pairs long, and then the Aussie pairs long. All right. VIX on the monthly time frame still looks good, but we are not moving higher. All right. Nice low volatility at 14 on the VIX, but we are not moving higher, guys. Things are flat. Remember, right? Traders are on vacation, right? For the holiday. They're taking a break. All right. So uh, you should be taking a break as well. Not that you can't trade, all right, but just trade lightly, right? This is not the time to be aggressive in this market here. Tesla, guys, we've got holding its buy signal, but now trading below resistance. That is not good for Tesla. All right, buy signal here. We were holding that resistance. Now we gap down yesterday, and now we are trading below resistance at 458. We'll see what Tesla does. We do have some support right around here, further support down here. We'll see what it does. If we get further selling, this market, Tesla could come down. All right, we haven't had any buying this week. Nvidia, let's take a look. No buy signal on Nvidia, guys. We've got to break resistance and get above, I would say, 200 to see a buy signal on Nvidia. We're trading at 187 right now. Microsoft, this is your Max 7s. Sell signal, no sell signal. Now these Max 7s, they're struggling. No buy signal in Microsoft. Meta, Facebook, no buy signal. We have a sell signal. We've had a sell signal since October, guys. Okay. And Google right here, holding its buy signal. So looks good. Amazon, no buy signal. Apple, really struggling to hold its buy signal here. Purple support and resistance, we oversold. If we overbought, if we break to support here, we could get into the markdown phase. Okay, so these Max 7s, they're struggling. They're not breaking new highs, just like these indexes. These indexes are not breaking new highs. So the Max 7 stocks are not breaking new highs. And if they're not breaking new highs, that spells trouble for this market. The MAGS ETF, I'm trading at near all-time highs. Let's do this here. We have a very defined resistance, which is up here, and support. We've got to break through either or to really see movement. Ideally, we would like to see it break to the upside with a buy signal. That will help the Max 7 stocks. Okay. All right, Dow on the 240, holding at resistance daily. So big picture, holding at resistance. So no movement, guys. No movement at all. All right. Dow weekly, trending nicely. Monthly trending. S&P on the 240, holding, guys. No movement at all. Completely flat. We want to see this type of price action. We're not getting that, okay? And we've been flat here since end of October. All right. And here we are, December. No movement at all in the S&P. On the 240 daily, same thing. Weekly time frame, same thing here. Weekly is trending up nicely. Monthly, trending up as well. But we've got to pay attention to that 240 and that daily time frame. Nasdaq on the 240 again. Right, it hasn't moved since mid-October. Here we are in December. No movement. This market hasn't gone anywhere. Let me repeat. This market, the NASDAQ, hasn't gone anywhere since mid-October. So no Christmas rally. Understand, we've had a rally already, all right, for the year, right? Where we bottomed out here in September, made a low, right, on the NASDAQ, at right at 15,000, made its low there. And here we are, 23,500. That's the move. The money has been made. All right, the money has been made. All right. There's a good chance we could see sellers come in early 2026, first quarter. Okay, we're definitely overbought. We'll pay attention to it closely. NASDAQ on the daily time frame here, right at that resistance level on the daily, weekly holding for now, monthly holding for now, all right? Although our bias is to the upside, right? We do have buy signals on these time frames, on these indexes, all right? But you guys know anything can happen. Russell on the 240. So sellers are coming in on the Russell on the 240. You see red candles coming in there on the 240. Daily time frame, guys, on the Russell, white candle coming in. We're failing to break resistance on the Russell on the daily time frame, and on the weekly time frame, struggling to hold. All right, struggling to hold. This resistance here is a big resistance. Right here, and here we are here. We need to hold, okay? We need to hold. Russell on the monthly. All right. Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Bitcoin on the daily time frame. All right, Bitcoin on the daily time frame. You guys know we have a sell signal that came in around 115. 115,000. Here we are at 88,000. Right? We do have near-term support at 85,000. Our target near-term support is still 80,000, which is right about here. Okay, trading at 80,000. But look what's happening here, guys. All right, see the pullback here? Held support. Pullback here, held support, almost identical, right? Right here. We could see buyers come in if we hold support here. So we need to be flexible with our thinking here. Yes, we do have a sell signal. We should not be in it on the daily time frame if you guys are trading our systems. All right, but buyers could come in here. Right? It is holding support nicely, just like the price did here. So we could see buyers come in. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay? It's not breaking down. So that is good news for Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the weekly, holding. Bitcoin on the monthly, holding as well. We went through the pound pairs, the dollar pairs, euro, and pound pairs. Okay. Gold on the daily time frame. Gold has pulled back a bit. So gold made a high. Gold made a high here, guys, at 4,500. It's pulled back a bit, trading at 43. Let's keep an eye on it. It's still holding its buy signal from here, which was 3,600. Still holding. But let's keep an eye on it, see what it does. Monthly looks good. Silver on the daily, holding firm. Monthly holding firm as well. Crude oil, you guys know, nothing there. Okay. Bonds on the daily, sellers are in control there, nothing there. Bonds weekly, same. Housing, let's do this with housing. Housing, we right here, Let's see if we can get back to that support here in housing. We're making lower highs, lower lows. I know it's hard to see, really hard to see here. All right, but we are making lower highs, lower lows. See, lower lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows here. All right, so let's see if we can get back to that trend line, break through there, and find support. See here, price is moving lower here. Here we are here. Let's see if we can, that can happen there for home builders. All right, not that we trade it, but it's good to keep an eye on these markets. Dollar is consolidating, as we mentioned. And quick look at our trading systems. We'll have a short, I know it's the holiday, so we'll have a short evening this week. This evening here, we won't go through everything here. Aussie dollar, guys, in Monster Scalper, Aussie dollar on the 240. All right, buy signal here. Green candles are coming in here. We got white candles. Keep an eye on it. You get a red candle, sell signal, close it. All right, but there's a good chance, right, we can get back to that resistance level there. It's holding nicely there, okay? Aussie New Zealand is also trading well. Buy signal here. That's moving up nicely here. We have resistance here, okay? Aussie Swiss buy signal here. Here's another one. So these Aussie pairs, Aussie dollar, Aussie New Zealand, Aussie Swiss, Aussie CAD. Let's see, Aussie CAD. All right, Aussie CAD, nothing here, no buy signal. Yen pairs are pulling back this evening. Keep an eye on those. All right, if you get a sell signal, close it. Dollar pairs, nothing there. Remember, guys, we're consolidating a bit. We have to see about 50%, 55% consolidation. So not a lot of movement. Market is light. Not a lot of traders in the market. So on Friday, we will not go live. All right. So on Friday, it doesn't make sense to go live on Friday. The day after New Year's, traders will be gone. Volume will be light. We are not getting that rally, that Christmas rally. So take a break, all right? And we'll come back in January. Hopefully we'll start to see movement again in January. Okay, light volume in these markets. Be careful trading on the 60-minute time frame, guys. All right. A lot of noise on the 60-minute. Be careful with that in Monster Scalper. Our US 30 traders. All right, be careful also. No movement, guys. Don't give the market your capital. All right, if things are not moving, all right, we lay back. NASDAQ, same thing, nothing here, guys, nothing here. S&P, nothing here. Stock Boss, let's run Hit Seeker. All right, we've got 22 stocks in Stock Boss. All right, so a Stock Boss traders, guys, 22 stocks in Stock Boss. We need 70, 80, 90 stocks. They're not buying. All right, 22 stocks in Stock Boss. They're not buying. Okay, so if they're not buying, we should not be buying. All right. Bullmaster, 20 stocks in Bullmaster. All right, so this market is flat. All right, so we're done for the year. All right, we're done for the year. Market is flat. Nothing is moving. Forex is consolidating. You can find some opportunities here and there. All right, but just enjoy the holidays. All right, enjoy. We will not have Q&A tomorrow. On Thursday, we will not have, that's New Year's Day, we will not have our evening class. Friday. So for the rest of the week, we'll be done. We'll come back fresh on Sunday. All right. So be safe out there. Enjoy your holidays. The market is taking a break. You guys should take a break as well. Do not force this market. Okay. It's not tradable. All right. Happy New Year. Enjoy your New Year's. And I'll see you guys on the other side on Sunday. Okay, take care. Be safe out there. If you guys need me, find me on the community. Click on the link. All right, I'm still working. All right, so I'm still here. We are doing free consultations, coaching. We're still doing that, but this market um, is flat right now. So be careful. Okay, take care, guys. Have a good evening. Enjoy your holiday. Take care. Happy New Year. Take care.